Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending upon where you are when you're tuning into my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. We're going to do a reading today. We're going to tap into the energy and see what it is that the divine wants you to know. What is special today that the message is for the collective? What is important that you guys need to know? Besides, be yourself. Be authentically yourself, okay? Heal. Okay, heal your past traumas. All right, let go of what does not serve in your higher good. Release old negative patterns. Release negative thoughts and behaviors. Release unhealthy relationships. Okay, practice self love. Set boundaries. Move in love. Open your heart to love. All right. So we're going to look into what's going on in your environment, what you have coming in, and most importantly, what you have to look forward to. We will take a look because this mostly is like a love channel, love for yourself, love for others, love that you've lost in the person on your mind. So we will look into what's going on, what you have coming, and what outcomes you have to look forward to, okay? Before we get started, always we lead in prayer. We're calling the spirit guides to come in with us. God, I come before you in gratitude today for the growth that you have fostered in my spiritual life. I recognize this journey is your gift, not by my strength, but by your grace. Help me to remain humble and open to your leading, continuing to nurture the fruits of your spirit within me. May I use your growth to bless others and glorify you in all that I do. Thank you for being a constant guide and a failing source of strength. In Jesus' name, amen. I do ask that my good archangel, my spirit guides, my ancestors that watch over me, and you protect me, my energy, the collective, and my family from any harm, any negative thinking, any negative influence, and any negativity that's just directed towards us. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So let's see. What we're going to talk about today. Let me just move these cards over. I have too much on my desk. Let's turn this a little bit. Okay, so you guys can see. What is the energy for today for the person on the collective mind? What is the topic for today that we need to address with the collective? A couple of things are flipping out. Envy. Someone's envious of you. Let's see if you can see this. So we're going to talk about envy. Someone is envy. We need to figure out who the envy is. Is it the person on your mind? Is it somebody connected to the person mind? Connected to the person that's on your mind, all right? But with the envy being out here, definitely someone's envy of the radiance that you're showing, the light, because someone's in the darkness and they're seeing the light that you radiate, you, the positivity, all right? You being in love and light. The envy out here is showing that, okay, so it's the woman holding the pearl in her hand and the coins. Okay, so she has in one hand is the coins and pearls in the other, and she stands in the silver room looking at the golden city on the other side. Okay, so while this person is looking into the horizon, she has life of value already, but she's ignoring and longing for the shining prosperity that she sees somewhere else. So instead of her feeling happy and fulfilled, her desires for more are only a cause of deep sense of lack, that she's dissatisfied, that her energy is in her dress. Okay, so what this is telling you is that she needs to let go of jealousy and acknowledge the blessings that she already have in her life. Now this is a time for her to shift her focus. So this is saying that she's envious of others. So this could be you, this could be the person on your mind, or this could be somebody connected to the person on your mind. All right, so this is saying that you have to be thankful for what you already have and appreciate what you have, other than being envious of what other people have. All right, so it's a time for you to shift your focus from the things that you don't have and appreciate the things that you do have. All right, because you see this person has pearls and the other person has coins. All right, so it's like don't look at, like, like sometimes you look at, well, this person, like, you might have a house in one area and then the other person lives in a more uh, richer neighborhood. So instead of you being jealous of that person living in a more, well-to-do neighborhood, be thankful for the fact that you own a home. Some people don't even own a home. Some people have to live with others because they don't own a home. You might have a car and this person has, a more expensive car. Don't hate on them because they have a more expensive car. You have a car. You're getting around. You're not on the bicycle. You're not walking. You have a car. So, like, don't be envious of what the other person have. Be grateful. Appreciate the things that you have, and stop being envious of other people's blessings. Okay, and just be grateful for what you have. So again, this could be, this could be the person on your mind, or this could be somebody that they're attached to. We won't know until we do a clarification, but this is definitely some envy going on. Are you envious of them? Are you envious of them moving on? And so we'll do some clarification to find out. And this is a 20, and a 20 will talk about too, like, clarity, awakening, self-evaluation. So with this 20, somebody does need to do some self-evaluation to really have some clarity of looking at themselves and appreciating themselves and appreciating what they have, and do some self-evaluation. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit, do we need to talk about before we clarify? Oh, thank you, that was pretty quick. Magician in the mirror. So this came out in reverse. So what magician, oh, I can't even get the word out of my mouth. I'm tongue tied. So somebody doesn't want me to speak about this. What the magician in the mirror talks about is, in reverse is, hold on. All right. So this card is letting you know that it's a warning, basically, that you're missing out on a great opportunity. All right, so the time is right, but this is somebody who's not taking advantage of an opportunity, not using the energy, the opportunity, the time now to use the power to take advantage of a situation, whether it's home, whether it's business, whether it's family, whether it's a life direction. They're resistant to make the change. Okay, they feel like it's not the right time for them. They're missing the wake up call. All right, they're getting the intuitive nudge. Like, their intuition is telling them, like, you need to take advantage of this opportunity now. They may even have a friend or a family member or someone that's giving them advice to say, hey, you need to say something. You need to speak up. You need to speak your mind. All right, but this is somebody that has some perceived, like, limitation they're talking themselves out of. Like, somebody, they might want to communicate with you, they may want to move towards you, say something to you, and they're talking themselves out of doing it, out of some type of fear, out of some type of lack, out of fear of getting rejected, or whatever the situation is. Maybe they want to get out of a situation that they're in, but they're afraid, but whatever it is, it's like, this is the time for them to make that move, and they're not, and they're missing out on an opportunity because they're not taking advantage of an opportunity, and this is the time for them to do it. So they're going to let time pass them by. All right, so this is just reflecting that they're not taking advantage of an opportunity from the time, and the time is right for them to do so. All right, this is also talking about you opening up to the truth about yourself, to use your wisdom, your talents, and your abilities to make things happen for you, to take risk and believe in yourself. All right, this is a time for you to dig deep, open up your confidence, build your confidence with yourself to make the best of an opportunity cycle. This is also talking about you using the universe to tap into your unlimited forces with the universe, to use them to wake up your powers, know how to manifest. Use this time to manifest what you want, seek what you want, make a vision board, like, speak out, talk, be clear. Every day, get up and just talk to yourself, build your self-love, build your self-courage, build your self-esteem. Really speak existence, speak what you want into existence. Okay, do a lot of self-talk, positive self-talk. Really build yourself, motivate yourself. Okay, this is what this is talking about. This is just somebody who is really having a lot of negative self-talk with themselves. All right, And this is a 53, and 53 does go to an 8, and 8, does talk a lot about, trying to get that inner strength and that courage and taming one's passions. So this is somebody who really needs to find that inner strength to motivate themselves to move forward and take advantage of an opportunity. So this might be talking about someone trying to come forward towards you to say something, or reveal something, confess something, or maybe, and we'll I don't want to overspeak, but somebody might want to move towards you. Yeah, and here we are. See, I'm saying this is the strength card. Like, yeah, this is somebody who wants to make a change, create a change, and somebody who definitely wants to embody some strength. With the angel card being out here and the 50, the 5, this is somebody who wants to change, make a change. They maybe have a change in their relationship, somebody who's having some internal conflict going on in their life. They may also have some external conflict going on, but they are trying to pray, to call on the angels, call on the universe to help guide them to get the strength to move towards you, to just get the strength and the courage to just even make a decision as to what they need to do. They might be conflicted, okay? This is somebody that's being passive, somebody who is scared to speak their truth, scared to take action. This is somebody who is trying to ask the universe for that power to move forward, to get that unlimited resources to flow through them, to help them to create the results that they want, all right, to help bring the focus to make their dreams come true, all right. They're really trying to get the strength and the courage to make a move, but they're afraid, and they're afraid because they're over talking, they're just overthinking. This is an overthinker, all right. This is what this says, and they're probably overthinking because maybe someone has put in their head, we'll clarify, but maybe someone has led them to believe that they weren't capable of doing something. Someone's made them feel insecure, probably in their past, and so they have like a lack mind, all right. But this is somebody who really wants to move towards you, because we have a lot of strength here, and because this reading started off with this envy, like they really feel envious, like they don't have enough, because they're envious of you. Yeah, I really feel like this is not you, but this is them. This is somebody that's envious of feeling that they don't measure up to what you have, like you have more than them in some sort of sense. So I feel like you, collective, maybe like have a little bit more to offer than what this person have. You might be a little bit more well-to-do than this person. You might live in a different neighborhood. You might have cultural differences. You may have a different upbringing from this person. You might be totally opposite of this person. You might be more positive, more spiritual. You might be a little bit more financially set than this person. You might live in a different type of neighborhood, different type of environment. You may have been raised differently, different beliefs, different values than this person, and this person may see you as might have you, I couldn't get it out, might have you on a pedestal, and they may feel like you might reject them, or they may not feel good enough for you, and that's what's making them a little afraid to come towards you, okay. And I'm getting tongue-tied because this person is afraid to move towards you to speak, all right. So they're holding themselves back. That's what's going on with this. But they do want to move towards you, definitely, to communicate towards you, to say something. All right, what else, Spirit Guides? What else? I feel like this person is ready to just be themselves. All right, I really feel like they want to be themselves. So this person with blind contract out here, this person wants to take a leap of blind faith to come towards you. And with this being the contract card, they might have some legal issues going on. They want to balance something with you. They want to make an offer towards you. This is indicating some type of commitment, all right? So they might want to have a union with you. They might want to make a business deal. They might be trying to sell a home. They might want to start a new job, or even just make a commitment of marriage. They may want to offer you something. They might want to have a higher level commitment with you, all right? This is going to be more than a casual, definitely more than a casual agreement. So this is not saying that they want to take you out on a date or be girlfriend, boyfriend. They want something more. So it could be like an engagement, a marriage. They might want to say they want to go on business together. They might want to say they want to live together, This is usually something that requires some type of document, some type of binding agreement. So this is like a scale of justice. All right. So this is indicating some type of legal action is underway. So if this person is married, they may be trying to get a divorce or getting out of a situation. But this is definitely talking about a new opportunity. So just know that something is coming your way. And with this being a 6, it does talk about partnership. So this person may be getting out of a situation to come towards you to offer you a new type of union. All right. So just be mindful, be aware. Also, with this person being in white, this person might be spiritual, and this might be a spiritually guided contract coming your way. And with the books out here, this could be some type of higher learning. So someone might be studying law to go into school to study law. Someone might be seeking advice from a lawyer as far as breaking a contract as well. Someone could be getting advice on how to get out of a legal situation. Someone could have gone into a business deal with someone and they want to break a contract. They may be seeking advice on getting out of a business deal or a divorce or a separation, some type of sense. Okay. Someone could just be seeking some type of justice. They could actually be trying to get some type of restraining order, paternity, child support. It's just some type of legal advice. Something legal is going on. Or somebody could just have some type of situation going on with the court system. Any type of legal situation going on. So now we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, coming out. All right, with the 41. So 41 does go to a 5. Again, we have another 5 coming out here, which talks about conflict, talks about change, also talks about spiritual guidance. So what the 7th chakra talks about is your crown chakra, which talks about using wisdom, meditation, your consciousness. So, and someone is trying to think. All right, you could talk about overthinking stuff or trying to, someone could be an overthinker. All right, and like I said earlier, somebody might be overthinking a situation with trying to come towards you. But the Archangel Uriel basically is like an illuminator of God. So this is someone who wants to shed light on the direction they need to go into. All right, someone who wants to bring peace into their life. They want to know guidance. They want guidance, like how to move forward. All right, and this is somebody, like, if the chakra is blocked, then they like empathy. They feel disconnected from the divine spiritually. And this is also somebody that feels like they're confused. All right, hold on, let me get something on. There's something else on Uriel that I want to tell you too. Uriel also is one who is a receiver of love. So this is somebody who wants to be a willingness that represents an openness and a willingness to receive the love of God and remain spiritually devoted. So if this is somebody who wants a connection, that and if they're blocked, they don't feel connected to God. They feel like there's a disconnect. They feel like they're not spiritually receiving that love, or they feel like they're not getting. But because this is upright, this person feel like they're trying to connect spiritually and they're trying to come more spiritually. All right, so this is somebody who also trying to get a sense of belonging. All right, they want to connect on a higher level. They want to use their intuition. They want to have more wisdom. They want to think. They want to see things from another perspective. All right, and so this is what this person is trying to do. They want to have some type of peace in their life. They're tired of all the drama. They're tired of not being happy. They're tired of just all the chaos in their life. All right, so this is somebody who wants to remove themselves from all the stress that they're receiving, the emptiness in their life, because they feel like there's a void in their life and they want to fill that void. All right, they want to bring love and happiness and peace to their life because they're tired of just walking around feeling a disconnect, feeling a void. All right, they want to make a change. This is somebody that's definitely looking for a change. All right, So one more of these. What else, spirit guides? What else? So we do have angels. A lot of. Oh no. One more. This is like too many. This. Okay, I'll take it. That's one. Another. Okay, another angel. Chakras. Somebody needs to, with these chakras coming out here, somebody definitely needs to align their chakras. So somebody's out of balance with their chakras for sure. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. So with the sixth chakra, this is a 40. So the 40 talks about periods of testing and spiritual preparation. So definitely this person is going through divine testing. All right. So the universe, God is testing this person to see if, so they're going through karma. They're definitely being tested by the universe to see if they're ready to elevate, if they are ready to grow, to spiritually grow. So they're putting them through a lot of series of testing right now. So they may be testing them with temptations and temptation to see if they're going to choose the right path or if they're going to continue to walk making the wrong decisions. If they're going to choose right over wrong, all right? So basically they might be testing them like, are they going to choose money over love? Are they going to choose envy over and lust over and greed over other things, you know, over, are they going to be instead of being humble, are they going to be um what is it, oh my gosh, what is the opposite of humble? Arrogant. Like, are they gonna be arrogant instead of being humble? You know, it's like just different things. So they might be being tested by the universe at this time. All right. So with this being the sixth chakra, so the sixth chakra is the third eye. So it relates to your intuition, your wisdom, your imagination. Helps you to see, you know, the big picture. And if their sixth chakra is blocked, then it's going to talk about, you know, them having issues with concentration, with their vision. This person could experience headaches. Also, you know, like this person could have issues with imagination, not being able to see the bigger picture, not being able to vision like a future for themselves. And with Archangel Metatron, Metatron is like a divine record keeper and is a powerful spiritual teacher, okay? So it helps you to release what no longer serves you so you can tap into your inner connection, as well as it's a healing power and insight. So it guides you in your spiritual journey. So it helps you with learning disorders and childhood issues. So this person, your person, couldn't have had issues with their stability, because 4 does talk about stability too, emotional stability as well as physical stability. So your person could have had issues in their childhood with their home life, with their stability, whether it was emotional with the parent not being there, father or mother. They could have had a parent to walk out on them, not be there as part of their raising. Maybe they were raised in a single parent household. Maybe they had an absent father or absent mother. Maybe they felt like they had abandonment issues. Maybe there was just a parent that was not nurturing towards them. Maybe they had both parents there, but maybe they were physically there but not emotionally there and giving towards them. Maybe this child had learning disorders and difficulties in school. Maybe this child got bullied or picked on in school. Maybe this person felt like they had to go out there and hustle to help the family meet their needs. Maybe it was just a lot of children in the home and this person felt like they were left out. Maybe the older siblings picked on or bullied this person. Maybe just, you know, I don't know, maybe they just were in a rough neighborhood. You know, just whatever. But this person, just your person could have just had childhood issues. Maybe they lost a parent at an early age. Okay, maybe they were raised by a grandparent. Maybe they had a parent that had addictions, all right, or maybe they had a parent that was very lustful. Maybe they grew up in a family that was very lustful. Maybe they just grew up in a toxic family, period, that was doing things that dealt with a lot of drugs and alcohol, or maybe they grew up in an abusive home, a family that that showed a lot of abuse. Maybe the men beat on the women, cheated on the women, disrespected the women, and they mirror that same type of behavior. Okay, because that's what they saw, that's what they grew up with, so that's what they think or deem is how you're supposed to carry out relationships. Okay, so anything, but maybe so this is how this person, what they recognize as being healthy relationships. All right, so these are the things that could have happened, and maybe that's now, like, this person as an adult and experiencing these, maybe now that this person is wanting to make a change, because now that this person is seeing that this is not healthy and they want to change, they want to change the course of their life, because now they want healthy relationships. All right, because this person wants love, they want peace in their life, they want stability in their life. All right, and they're wanting the strength, and maybe it took you, collective, to come in and show this person something different. And maybe now that you've come into this life, and because we started this with envy, maybe since you came in and with you being total opposite of this person and what their lifestyle, maybe now that you showed them something different and they see something different and they're envious of how you live, they want to have the strength to come towards you. All right, to share in your lifestyle, and it's their fear of, can they live this lifestyle with you? All right, because they are inspired and motivated by how you live, the love that you give, the way that you treat, and they want to share in this is what they want, because you motivate them, you inspire them, they want to live like this, but they're worried, they have insecurities, like, can they do it? All right, the fear of the unknown. All right, but we'll get into that now, and we will do some clarification. All right, spirit guides, so let's clarify envy for me with this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. So what we have on envy is somebody who wants to use wisdom and their discernment with coming towards you. All right, so they do want to use their wisdom. We're looking at an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and somebody wants to come towards you, but they're using their wisdom. They see you as being independent, all right? Very sharp, very objective. They want to approach you, but they want to approach you in a very logical way, all right? But right now they're a little confused about how to approach you, all right? But I feel like because they have some lack of understanding, all right? I feel like when they do approach you, so they are coming up right now with the High Priestess in reverse. So right now they're coming up as being confused, like they have a hidden agenda. So I don't know why they have a hidden agenda about coming forward towards you. They're holding something close to them, like they have a hidden agenda that they're holding close to their chest. Like somebody's dealing with some financial stability. Like, what are they holding to them? Like they have a secret. What are they holding? It's an earth sign. It's something that they're holding. We have earth, water, and air on here. Spirit guides, clarify the Four Pentacles. Like, what is this earth sign holding close to their chest? This heartbreak. Okay, so this earth sign does want to come, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn wants to approach this air sign, this Taurus, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They want to approach you to tell you about this water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who could have deceived them. Okay, they could have lied to them, deceived them in some type of way, and broke their heart. So Earl of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could have got their heart broken by Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they want to come and tell a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius about it. But they're holding it to their chest. They're holding it because they took an opportunity. See, they went and because you know why? because I feel like they walked away from this person to take a chance with this person, to explore a new opportunity with them, and it didn't work out like they thought. That's what happened. They took a chance. They thought this person was going to be stability for them, and they walked away from this person. They walked away from that person to start to take a chance on a new beginning with them, thinking that they were going to have stability with them, whether it's going to be financial stability, thinking they were going to have financial stability with them, and they got their heart broken. And now they're feeling some type of grief because it didn't turn out like they thought it was going to be. And now they want to come back to the air sign. All right, so give me the Magician in the Mirror, please. Yeah, so they're collaborating with somebody. They're talking to somebody. They're collaborating with somebody. This Earth sign is collaborating with somebody about how they can probably try to come back and approach you. And somebody is encouraging because they're nostalgic. They're having some nostalgia about how generous you were to them. You know, your innocence, how kind, how loving you were, how passionate you were with them. They see you as being a visionary, as being intuitive, but they're telling them that you moved on. You moved on to calmer waters. You moved away from them, and that you're showing some personal growth. You've transitioned. They want to communicate something to you. They want to come to you and communicate something to you. What do they want to communicate? But right now, they're saying to themselves. They're staying to themselves. They're thinking. They're trying to use wisdom. They're in solitude. They're spending some time to themselves alone, trying to figure out how they can come to you. But the problem is they were celebrating. They were out celebrating, having parties with their community, with their friends, having hookups, third parties, affairs, drinking, partying. They had imbalanced relationships with imbalanced, broken relationships, unmet expectations with their love. They hooked up with a water sign. They hooked up with a water sign, an earth sign, hooked up with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they had unmet expectations. It did not meet their expectations. So the grass that they thought was going to be greener turned out not to be greener. It was fate that it turned out that way. That cycle ended. It was fated to end, okay? Because it was not supposed to happen. They were supposed to come towards you, but they didn't. They turned their back towards you to take a chance to establish a relationship with this water sign because they thought it was going to be a financial win for them. And they end up getting their heart broken. It did not manifest money. So this water sign, they must have tried to create some type of business or something that they thought they were going to get a financial windfall from, and it didn't turn out that way. And they got their heart broken. This water sign did something. They got their heart broken, okay? What they thought was going to manifest did not manifest. Their heart got broken. They're unhappy. Their needs were not met. Emotionally, their needs were not met. Financially, their needs were not met. Now they want to come back to you. They're trying to collaborate with a family friend or somebody as to how they can come back to you. They're telling this friend that they hurt you. They're telling this friend what went wrong. They're telling this friend that you moved on. You moved on to calm waters. You're out here doing something different. All right. They're telling this person how they still have passionate feelings for you, and they're telling this person that you were doing other things, you were celebrating, hanging out, you didn't give to them, so you wanted on. This water sign, they're letting this water sign relationship didn't work out. It was fated not to work out because that's not where they're supposed to go in the first damn place. That's why it didn't work, because that's not what their intuition was telling them to do. All right, but now they want to come in, try to charm you, make an offer towards you. All right, romance you, try to love bomb you. Okay, but you actually have an offer coming in from someone else, another person coming in that is going to offer you, who is disciplined, someone who has a hard worker, someone who is reliable. Uh-oh. And this is actually going to be a judgment call. Justice is actually being called. Judgment is going to be called for another person to come in and make an offer towards you. You have two men coming at you. You have someone from the past coming in and new love coming in at you. And this is a judgment call. And you're going to have to make a judgment call as to who you want. The person from the past or the new person that's coming in for you. All right? And you're going to have to use your courage and your strength to make the right call. All right? But you overcome. Like you've overcome a lot of obstacles. You overcome a lot of obstacles from this relationship. All right? Yeah, this person put you in competition. They put you in competition that you didn't even know that you were signed up for, because they had a lot of options. They had a lot of options, you know, a lot of choices they had. They had money. They put you in options regarding money, business, third-party affairs, drugs, alcohol, partying, trips. They were traveling. They were having hookups. Yeah, this person did a lot of stuff behind your back. They were living out their fantasies. Yeah, they were taking leaps of faith, having a lot of new beginnings with other people behind your back you didn't know about. It's a lot of stuff you didn't know about. Yeah, they were doing a lot of new beginnings in love. They had a lot of new love beginnings behind your back that you didn't know about. What else? Yeah. Yeah. They're hoping to travel towards you. They want to travel towards you. They want to see a new beginning with you. For sure. They want to have a new beginning with you. They want to progress forward with you. You have a decision to make. You have a decision to make. I feel like you're going to make the right decision. You're going to leave the past behind, because I do see you not looking back. I do see you moving forward with the new person, leaving the past behind, working towards your long-term goals. I don't see you entertaining this past person at all. Yeah, you're going to move towards your happiness. You're going to move towards your happiness. You're going to go to a situation that's giving towards you. Somebody, you're going to make the right choice. You're going to move towards a person that's going to be generous, that's going to be giving and sharing. And that's going to be this new person. Yeah, because you were that other person you realized was just juggling you. He was juggling you, you know. They lacked focus. You were overwhelmed in that situation because they had the inability to prioritize you. The past person didn't prioritize you. They lacked focus, you know. They had financial instability. So you had to go and balance yourself out. You heal from that relationship. You're done with it. You're done with it. You decide to pour love into yourself, nurture yourself. You're abundant. You want somebody who's going to be generous, sensual towards you. You're going towards a new love. Yeah. You want somebody who's going to be fair. Somebody's going to be fair, who's going to be true, who's going to be balanced. Yeah. You're not going back to that situation at all. What's going on with this past person? What's this past person have going on with them now? But now they want to come towards you. That situation didn't work out like they thought. What is going on? What happened? What? Okay, what do I have? See, they feel there was emotional distance. They feel like that person in that relationship, that water sign, it's emotional distance between them. Okay, it's emotional distance. There's no love in that relationship, and so that's why they want to travel towards you. They might be moving away from them. They might be moving out of that house with that person if they live together. If they're married, they may be separating, but they're definitely moving out of the house from that person if they live together. They're trying to put physical distance between them as well. It's definitely emotional distance, but they're trying to put physical distance between them. If they did live together, they're moving out. All right. They are trying to come towards you. They're hopeful that they can get you back. They're optimistic about getting you back. At least that's what they want. They want a second chance with you. All right. They are trying to hide the fact. They're trying to be deceptive. All right. They're trying to hide. Like, what are they trying to hide? Let me find. Like, what are they? Spirit guides. What are they trying to hide? What are they trying to hide? They're trying to hide the fact that they're feeling stuck. That the fear change. What are they feeling stuck in? They're trying to hide that they feel stuck in a situation, that they fear changing. They don't want you to know that they fell into an illusion. They don't want you to know about that water sign. They don't want you to know that that water sign tricked them. That they fell into illusions. That they fell into a relationship that didn't work. That they gave into a love situation that didn't work. And they're stressed out about it. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know how that water sign deceived them. They're stressed out. They're worried. They got migraines. That person did them wrong. They were arrogant. They're insecure. But they do want to apologize. They want to apologize for their rash actions, though, for how they left you. They do want to apologize, but they don't want you to know what went on in that relationship. They just want to apologize and sweep it under the rug, but not discuss what happened. All right? They are doing some self-reflection, so they know what they did was wrong. All right? They feel hopeless about it. They are depressed. They see you moving on and following your dreams. All right? And it has them in their feelings about it. What else, Spirit guides? What else? Oh, what is this? Yeah. They know they have to, they want to try to come and fix things between you guys. But they know in order to fix things, they have to cut their ties. All right? They may have some health concerns going on. All right? They may need to change their diet. They may have a heart problem going on, or they might have diabetes or high blood pressure going on. They might need to get a checkup. They might need to make some healthy choices in their food, in their diet. They could be diabetic as well. Somebody might have some mental problems going on. They do, because they do have stress out here, so they might just be dealing with a lot of headaches. All right. Just really stressed, migraines going on. They do want to come in and communicate with you. They want to be clear about what they're saying. All right. This person also has been repeating the cycle in their life, but they want to move forward. They want to renew things with you. Yeah. They may have had a drinking problem. They may be drinking a lot in order to cope with things they have going on. They may be drinking with friends. They may want to come in and they may have a substance abuse, or the person they with could have had a substance abuse. They're trying to see things as their cup is half full. They're trying to have a better outlook on life. All right. This person also could have could have had some type of substance abuse with with drugs as well. All right. They may have to go to rehab. They may have some recreational as well as alcohol. They may have some recreational abuse. They could have been doing that to deal with some of the stress that they've been dealing with, overindulging in that. They couldn't have to watch with their sweets that they're eating as well. They may have been overindulging in food or just giving into temptations, okay? And they could have been doing this with a third party. They could have had a third party that they were indulging into alcohol and drugs with as well. This person could have been working hard, putting a lot of hard work in. It could have been, and that could be another thing that held them from you, because they put work over their relationships, just being a hard worker, working all the time, or at least telling you that they were always working, fake busy, all right? Always telling you that they were too busy, that they were working when they really weren't, okay? This is somebody who was always seeking attention from others. Could have been somebody that was constantly hopping from person to person, having one night stands, just hookups. Yeah, this is somebody who has money always coming in and out of their pocket, always spending foolishly, can't really save. Every time they save, something comes out. You also could have somebody speaking up for you. Maybe someone's speaking negative about you, and this person is speaking up for you in some sense. Something they see you doing, all right? Somebody could be jealous of you and speaking bad about you, and this person feel like they need to protect you in some type of way. This person just feel like they're just on a merry-go-round. Like things are just repeating in their life. They have repeating patterns. They just can't get off of this circle that's on, this wheel that they're on. Bad things just keep coming for them. They just feel like they're stuck on a repeating cycle in their life. All right. They feel like they just can't catch a break. But this person doesn't realize that it's because of the decisions that they're making. They're repeating cycles because they keep doing the same things over and over again. They're just not growing up. They're just being childish. They keep doing the same childlike behaviors. They're not looking at things from a fresh mindset. All right? They're just being foolish. They need to adapt a new mindset. They need to use wisdom. What else, Spirit Guides? How can we personalize this person for the collective? Like, who is this person? Ooh, what is this? Your person might be thinking about getting separated, or they're either trying to deal with the separation that the two of you have. If you were married to this person, you're considering getting separated, or you may have separated from this person. All right. How else can we personalize? Oh, we're at 45, so let's just try to wrap this up. How else can we personalize this person for my collective? I lied about you. They may have lied about why you're not together. They may have lied and said that they weren't seeing you when they were. If you guys weren't in a married or a serious relationship, they may have put you in a friends with benefit. They may have said you were just friends when you were more than friends. They couldn't have lied about what the connection was because they didn't want people to know that they were really seeing you. Because maybe their friends or family didn't approve of you or like you, or maybe because they were involved with someone else that they just wanted them to think that you were just a friend. Red might mean something. Maybe red hair, red car, nickname red, friend name red, something about red, okay? Might mean something to you. Chases money. Your person was busy chasing money. That's why they couldn't get to you. This person was a sneaky con artist. They were being sneaky. They were lying, okay? They want you to know that they've changed. They're changing their ways. They're changing their behavior, okay? Something about them. They're recognizing that they need to make a change, all right? So they want you to know that. Your person could have got involved with a stripper. Your person could be an electrician, all right, or know how to do electrical work or be involved with somebody who does electrical work. Your person could have a Tesla car, Tesla truck, put it where it goes, all right. Your person is a leader or a visionary. Could be life path 1, often self-focused, ambitious, and driven. Your person could have a deceased father. Your person could have a Cadillac. Your person could have a truck. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else is there, Spirit Guides? 60s come out. Your person could be in the 60s. 6 also represents love, partnerships, and choices. It also talks about childhood memories and leaving the past behind. So your person could be at a point where they're ready to leave the past behind. A 6 can also represent Gemini or the month of June. Also Cancer. So June represents Geminis as well as Cancers. So your person could be involved with someone who's a Gemini or someone who's a Cancer. So that can represent the air sign or the water sign. The Geminis represent twins. So your person could be a twin or somebody of duality, somebody who sees things from 2 perspectives. Or a Cancer, a water sign, someone who's crabby, nurturing, watery. We have 20. So somebody could, or 2 could represent. 2s represent the high priestess, intuition, inner wisdom, as well as making choices, partnerships, indecision, difficult choices, and juggling priorities. All right, 2s also represent the month of February, okay, which is your Capricorn and your, no, what is it? Your Pisces and your Aquarius, okay. We have Sun. Your person could be dealing with the core identity, your ego, and your self-awareness. So your person could have been in their ego a lot, okay? Care more about how they look, their core identity, how they come across to people. Care more about people, what people thought about them, all right? And that's what they worried about, their image more than anything. So they didn't care about you. They cared more about their image. So they did things to worry about how people saw them. And if you didn't fit their image, then that's why they would keep you a secret, which will, you know, explain why they would lie about you, because you didn't fit in with what they thought was acceptable. Your person could snore. They could like to snore. This is a green, so green does talk about the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. So your person was not balanced in their relationships and did not show compassion in their relationships. Your person could have been grumpy, someone who's always miserable, looks for the negative in situations, and somebody with Mercury who had was not good with communicating. Somebody who was not able to process mentally. Your person could be biracial. Okay. Let's see what else. Anything else, spirit guides? Your person could be unemployed right now, having some challenges with job opportunities or receiving money. Okay. What else, spirit guides? Anything else out of here before we move on? He knows about you. Your person could be involved with a third party that knows that they have feelings for you, or know that they were involved with you and is watching you in some way. Your person could live near a corner store or goes to a corner store. You could have met your person at a corner store. Your person, let me see, what else? Your person could have a bike. Your person could be a jack of all trades, have a little bit of knowledge about a lot of things. Okay, capable of doing a lot of things. And we have healthcare. This is the second time healthcare came out here. Your person could work in the healthcare field, could have some health issues going on, might need to have a healthcare visit, medical or mental. Okay, may need physical therapy, occupational therapy, might need a healthcare checkup. All right. What else? Okay, purple has popped up here 3 times. So purple might mean something to somebody. Purple can talk also about the crown chakra, the 2nd chakra. So your person might be trying to, you know, tap into the crown chakra at this point to get some wisdom, to do some meditation. Your person might smoke hookah, vape, cigars, weed, pens, weed. Your person might, you know, we did have addictions pop out here. So your person might have some addictions with something that they're smoking at this point. Or they just might smoke a lot. All right. So let's just wrap this up with these. And we'll get a here, and last one, functional drunk. So your person might be a functional drunk. We did have the alcohol problem that came up earlier. All right, so let's just get a loving message to you from your person. What does your person like to say to you? And then we'll wrap this card up, wrap this up. Your person would like you to know that they're healing. They're healing. Right now, they are in a toxic relationship. They do have some addictions that they're dealing with that they need to heal from. They're also healing from a heartbreak. All right, some things are going to come to light about them. They are going to express some things to you. They are missing you at this moment. They think about you a lot. All right, they do want to have a new beginning with you, but they need to put an end to some things they have going on. They do see that you're moving on. You are moving on for them, but they do need to take the time to heal. All right, so this is what your person want to say to you. We'll see what angel oracle message you have from the angel twin flames, what the angels have to say about the love message with you guys, the angel love message. We got 2, and then we'll wrap this up. Letting go is hard because we don't want to let go of the meaning behind it. It's not about the person, it's about the meaning they hold for us. So ask yourself, what is it that you're not ready to let go of yet? And then what you're feeling is true and sincere. It doesn't matter what he is feeling. So those are your angel messages. So, you know, think about that. You know, it's not the person that you're trying to hold on to. It is the meaning of what they represented to you that you're not wanting to let go of. So the question is, what is it you're not ready to let go of? Okay, so think about that. And also, what you're feeling is true and sincere. It doesn't matter what he's feeling. So think about your feelings. Don't worry about what they're feeling and how they feel. Think about how you feel, okay? And so that's my message for you for today. So, take care, continue your healing journey, and until our next video.